A new shock to the scientific world and really to all of us. It is about the mysterious extinct human species, Homo naledi. The new discovery suggests that this species may have intentionally buried its dead and carved symbols above the graves on cave walls long before the earliest evidence of burials by modern humans.
Wait a minute. Scientists just discovered a new species of humans that actually buried their dead and had symbols on top of the graves and was doing this well before modern humans? Yo, this just blew my mind. Wait till you hear this. Hey everybody, thank you for taking the time. Welcome to my channel, Past, Present, Future Gnosis. It's your host, Gnosis, man, and I praise you all. Thank you all for being here and taking the time out of your busy lives to watch this video. It does mean, to watch my channel, it does mean a lot to me. Put in a lot of work, and I know you all have things to do. But let's get right into the story. So now I have this new video. Yes, people, we've just found a new species of humans coming straight out of South Africa. And they were actually doing rituals and burying their dead way before modern humans. And this just blew my mind. But anywho, this has come from Dr. Lee Berger, as you'll see his picture here. But yes, he's just coming out. He was on doing a news interview. But let's continue from what he says and let's really dissect this all. So back to it.
Tight spaces in the Rising Star cave system in South Africa. A team of researchers last year made these and many other discoveries about this ancient species, and our next guest was part of that expedition. Here he is describing one of the engravings just moments after he discovered it.
I can't believe what we're seeing, and we're seeing scratch marks, sort of what you call petroglyphs, which are in pictures or carvings carved in the rock. But look at the scale of these things.
And before we continue with that, I just want to show you a close look into these carvings that were placed here. I mean, look at these carvings, ladies and gentlemen. These carvings are something else. They're clearly showing squares, ladders, triangles, crosses, and X's to even triangles. I mean, like, come on. This takes certain intelligence, ladies and gentlemen, to do all these stuff. And in the point that it was made above the graves of their dead. I mean, like, come on now. You have to pay attention, but let's continue with this video here.
And you just saw In the Tight Cave, National Geographic explorer in residence and world-renowned, okay, how do I say this? Paleoanthropologist?
Paleoanthropologist.
Okay, paleoanthropologist. Dr. Lee Berger joins us now. He's the author of this book, by the way, that comes out in August. Cave of Bones.
It goes, I get PTSD looking at that image. You know, I almost died.
That is very claustrophobic to begin with. How did you almost die?
It was, well,
And just to point out, I mean, like, yo, man, I really give this man his thing, man. Like, my man looking like Indiana Jones out here, man. I mean, like, yo, look at the hat, man. Yo, I'm telling you right now, this man's playing this character on point, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just continue.
To get in that, you have to go down about a 40-foot shaft that is gets down to 7.5 inches.
No.
It probably averages about 9 inches
Absolutely
the entire
not.
time.
Guess how much weight he lost to do it?
55 pounds.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because you wanted to see this so much.
I had to test some questions. We had discovered these burials, or we realized we had.
And to show you about the cave that he's explaining, actually, I want to show you, it's called the Star Cave System in South Africa. And as you can see here about how they got in here, I mean, like, this is crazy, and how far deep in the underneath that it was. And he'll be explaining that more, but I just want to give you all a really nice visual of this area about where they found the bones deeper into the cave. But as we'll continue here.
National Geographic expedition. We were down there. I saw the barrels, but I've only ever seen this thing through video. And we had these questions over COVID, and we could not get them answered. Only 47 humans had ever been in there. And so I decided I needed to get in there and test them. And when I got in there, I started making these discoveries. Our missions were always very focused. Saw those symbols. Blew my mind.
What do you know what they mean? And this is a dumb question, but how can you conclude what you think they are?
This is not a human species. They have a brain a third the size of ours. It's
again, not a human species. Let's just clear that up, ladies and gentlemen. Coinciding with modern humans, as he's going to explain. But remember, different species doing all of these rituals and doing taking care of their dead in their grave well before modern humans were doing all this. Don't forget that.
And they're carving symbols 150,000 years before humans even think of doing that. They look familiar to us. Crosses, boxes, triangles, hashtags. They don't mean Twitter. I know that.
Like, that Twitter joke got me right there. I said hashtags. I was just like, yo, calm down with the freaking 20th century freaking tech talk, man.
They were made for other naledi, not for us.
Right. But one thing we do know that I really took away from what I read about the work that you've done on this is that what you discovered erases the belief in human exceptionalism because of the size of our brains.
We have told this story for thousands of years. Why are we different? We want to make ourselves different. One of the last things we had is this big brain. That just died. Just like the Homo naledi died, but with this evidence, that died.
Why?
We are not exceptional.
Can you explain that more?
Yeah, so humans have got this narrative that our big brain supercharged us, made us different. Let's do culture, let's do symbols, music, art, all the things that we like to separate ourselves from the animal kingdom. Of course, animal studies have shown us, that's not true. Whales do incredible things. Corvids, crows are brilliant. But now we know that neither were we exceptional in that brain. The brain doesn't make us whatever it is we are. We now see Homo naledi doing the things that we held as the only thing we had left 250,000 years ago.
Just explain, ladies and gentlemen, we all do. Modern human all thinks that all of this right now, our technology, our phones, how we're able to communicate, we think this is all recent. No, this new species, Homo naledi, just proved that they were doing modern stuff like that, honoring their dead, putting symbols above their burial grounds. We all think that this is just all new stuff, and then our past ancestors were just infidels. This is what I try to preach on my channel. The ancients knew something. They were very educated. And there now, this shows you that, yes, there's other species that were more educated than us. And now people are like, oh, false news, or, there was other people. Yes, there was other people here living among us. And that goes against the Bible too. I thought we were the only people here. I don't think so. But let's just keep on continuing because this is just crazy.
Your energy and level of energy and passion tells me that you're not by any means done. What's next? In terms of your research on how do you move this forward?
Firstly, we're bringing this to the world. We're going to engage the entire scientific community in how to test these hypotheses. This is science. It's ongoing. There's a lot more to discover. We're also going to be asking the world, what do we do with this? What do we do with discovering the first non-human species that had our capabilities? This is a special place to them. They took the dead of their kin into these remote areas and buried them. What should we do? Do we just destroy it in the way we humans tend to? Or do we, take care here? I think it's almost our first contact moment, the real first contact.
Yeah.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. First non-human species close to us, honoring their dead, marking their graves. And then with these markings, we were able to communicate with their fellow Naledians. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. This is proof there were other beings, other sapiens with us, around us, coinciding with us. And you're telling me that they didn't have a chance to interact, or one didn't learn something from another, but this shows you that they were more educated than us, and there was another being walking here. And they were doing this way before modern Homo sapiens. I mean, like, this just blew my mind. And like, again, this goes with the Africa theme. I mean, like, how much evidence do we have to present to show you that Africa is really special? I mean, like, I don't even want to talk about the cobalt mines. Oh, you guys didn't know about the cobalt mines where we're getting all these batteries? I mean, come on now. I want to do a video about it, but you just see the horrors that are going over there. But all these natural resources are in Africa. And then everybody wants to talk bad about the out of Africa theory. Oh, it's crazy this, but like, here's the evidence. I mean, how much more? But it goes against, because I feel like people don't want to give credit to this special continent that provides so much to the world, and so much happened here. But anywho, what do you guys think about this? I want to present this to you because modern man is nothing compared to the past of all these other species that were living with us and coinciding with us now. That just opens up your mind now. If they're doing all these markings, what else did they know when it comes to their culture that we're just starting to unfolding? Information is at a rampage right now, ladies and gentlemen. It's the age of Aquarius. And if you know about the zodiac, the age of Aquarius, you know, this is the information age right now. So it's all for you to get. You just got to look for it. But anywho, what do you guys think about this, man? This really blew my mind when I watched this video, but it just goes again to say that my research that I've been doing for these past couple of whiles, I know I'm new to my channel, but I've been doing this research way before I started this channel. But I'm on the right track, man. That's why I say, man, it just goes to show you that when you do the research, man, everything comes to the light. They can't hide everything from us. We just have to look for it. You have to take the time to look for it. But anywho, thank you all for taking the time to watch this video. What do you guys think? Again, this just blew my mind. But more things will be found. And then please check around on my channel. New videos will be coming out. I know I've been a little stagnant. If you watch my prior videos, talked about like the moving process to my new area, which I will probably dive deep more into it because this place is beautiful. Anywho, thank you all for taking the time to watch this video. I appreciate you all, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace, y'all.